YouTubes, how's she hanging? It's cold again out here. It's one of those days where it's sort of sunny out, but it's like sort of snowing out. So I don't understand how that works. But the roads are a little covered. But doing snow when it's like this is kind of pointless because in the next 10 minutes after it would all blow over again anyway. So it's like, I guess you just let her do her thing. But anyways, just to start today, I want to run down to the beaver dam here and have a look and see how she's looking. Anyways, I just want to see how she's looking down here with all the frozen and stuff. And I could probably still get down here with the Mini X if I wanted to, but she looks like she's pretty frozied up right now. But oh, it's so cold out of here, it's hard to breathe. Well, I don't think Buddy's made too much progress here with re-sticking his dam, because I think there's only one of them left. There's not a team of them. He's I don't think done any more to it. Not that I can see anyways. I don't think he would be able to now that it's all frozen. And I could probably still hammer through that and rip those out of there, but I'm just going to leave them for now, I think. I'll have to wait. It's supposed to warm up in the next little while, I think they said, and be like 3 and 4 degrees again. So that'll end up melting the water. Then maybe I'll pop down here and do a little video for you ripping these out of here. Again, you know, just to tick off the beaver because it's fun. Now I can get down here with something that doesn't make a huge mess. I can just get down kind of whenever and then just rip, gone, and then he'll be all ticked at me. So, but anyways, let's get into the garage here. And I don't think I'm going to need that sweeper today, so we should be able to tear that apart and fix those little bracket dewies. Hopefully it's just the pin that's wore out, not the actual bracket dewies, but I'm thinking it's probably the bracket dewies. So I probably should get, if I can, a little chunk of some kind of higher carbon steel that'll maybe last a bit longer. But let's get it tore apart here. I'm actually going to go in the front door here, and we'll see how she's looking when we tear it apart. Okay, well, interestingly enough, that thing sank overnight as well. I don't know if that's so good. Now that means, so this is a brand new tractor a year ago last fall. Well, that means that there might be an issue or something in this control valve here. So this thing was right up yesterday and it sunk down overnight. So that means that the fluid's slowly seeping back through and then back into the machine. That's not too good. I don't like that. Yeah, but anyways, let's get her off here. I can't really do much about her, so. And that one off there. And this one, look at the sand and dirt on today. Ooh, I hope that's just water. No, it's not. Oh, where's that coming out of? Holy. Looks like out of here, maybe. Oh, for cornflakes. Now I got something else to fix on this thing. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's staying oily in my fingers, so it looks like it's kind of leaked out of that fitting there. So we'll have to look at that too. We got to get all that off anyway. So the shaft off, that side off. Oh man, that's not good. So that, I wonder how long that's been leaking for. Okay, so that's off. Now I need to take off. I'm gonna have to probably put these on a tripod to do this, but I gotta take off this center pin here. I can find the andouille. There he is. So that's leaking. Oh, interesting. That's not good. That's not good at all. So when I weld these things on, I wonder if because this thing's got so sloppy that when I turn all the way to the left, this has maybe been hitting into this hose. Well, it's either that or it's just loose. It could be that too. The back one looks good and dry, so that's okay, but oh, that's not too good. Oh wow. Now that is going to need some hammers and tools, so hang on, I'm going to have to get you on a tripod. Okay, so we need to release the up and down cylinder here. So, some safety glasses just in case. Not too bad. I might still be able to get that now if I lift it up. Yeah, okay. So that one's out. We'll just reassemble this crap sort of back together here. Okay, so that's out. Now, I gotta take out this main pin here, which is maybe not gonna be so much fun, but oh, it's not gonna be too bad maybe, because I have lubed it, so we're just gonna try to, well, I was gonna cut this cotter pin here, but I can't get the right angle at it. Oh. Okay. Don't know whether this is going to be successful or not, but apparently she was. So that's good. Okay, so when we let this go here, or get this pin out, which hopefully it should just yank right out once I get her started, we're going to have to release two hoses here. And of course I got them all nicely zip tied all together. Up here they're all nicely zip tied together. So I'm going to have to cut them, I guess. I got lots of zip ties. That just keeps them from kind of, one, sometimes just getting down the wheel and stuff. It's kind of, they needed more of these little holder dewy things. Okay, so I'm very interested why that thing's leaking. That one and this one. Oh, there's not much room here. Okay, well, let's take her off the top here first. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just yanking hoses out of this bundle of hoses I got going on here. Okay, now that can come out. And these are going to come with our lifter duty. Okay. Out. Now, the fun part. The fun part. Not really. Sorry, I gotta step over you. Wire. Well, I'm getting covered in grease already, so that's awesome. Squeeze me again. Yeah, see the benefit of having this all greased up? That probably would have been more of a nightmare. Hang on a sec, I gotta get a towel here. Would have been more of a nightmare if it wasn't. Which normally, from factory, you don't get a grease fitting on these things. Wire! That worked actually really good. We'll just leave that up wire. I'll clean that up and stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean a bench. Spot on the bench here, and we'll bring this in and see what the heck's going on here. Okay, well, there we go. We got her on the bench. I flipped my table back over just so I wouldn't get my other side, nice clean side, all grimy right now. I didn't want to kind of do that yet, so. Yeah, so that pin's still moving. That's good, because there's a fitting on this one too, which I think I might have forgot to do last time. My bad. So I'm just going to get some compressed air here first. If I can find where I put my gun. Oh, my other tail, hang on. And I put my safety dewies on and just kind of clean off this little area here. Wish I kind of knew from where exactly it was leaking, because it's sort of kind of hard to tell there. I'll try to get you guys into a better shot here. Okay, so I'm kind of hoping that that has just come loose and that it's not actually... Oh crap. This thing might have bent her. It looks like it's kind of pulled a 90 there and the bend in the 90 there. Not 14s, must be a 15. What the crap? It's not a regular SAE there, is it? Holy jumping, I can't hardly believe that. That's weird. Unless it's a 14 and a half, which would be my luck, which I don't make. So what are we thinking? And I think it's bigger than a ½ inch, yeah. Can't be at 9/16 on that. Really? That one wasn't super wicked tight. Geez, you know, that thing could have bent. Well, I don't really want to take this thing off of here because it's going to leak all over the place. But anyways, looks like I might have to. So I think I'm going to take the cylinder, actually everything right out of here. Oop, wrong way. Sorry. We're going to take this cylinder right out, I think. Okay, we got some fun job of trying to break off some of these cotter pins again. Cotter pins work great until you have to try to get them off. And they kind of suck unless you can get into this one, which is not too bad. Okay. That's where it starts to get crappy, because it's hard to get them right flat, nice and smooth again. But there's a trick to that too. I'll just put my dewies on just in case. It's always easier to take them off than to try to put them on after you get something stuck in your eyeball. There. Well, that one's out. Now, this one, this might not come out too well here. I don't know. Well, it's got to drop down through, so I'm going to push this just off to the side. Whoop, sorry. Just to down. Oh, for cornflakes! Stay there. Okay. This isn't exactly the right punch. Whoa, man, I got total butterfingers today. What in the frick is going on? Oh, it's nice when she just almost drops out on her own. Okay, so that big pin's out. That should freely come out of there. Oh man, I hope it's not the cylinder that's wore. That's gonna be expensive. Okay, we got another awesome pin here. Now, how the heck did this one not rust? I don't know, but I'm not gonna get that one out like normal, I don't think. If you guys could be in the shot, it would be better. Well, crap, hang on a second. I know what the best way is to try to mush this straight again. They're great if you can get them into a bench vise. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bust myself through this. Okay, we might have to employ a little bit bigger tool for this job. I love this thing. Freaking bolt cutters are gotta be the best freaking tool ever. Okay, let's have a look-see here now, what's going on here now. So this was really floppy that way, but I can't seem to replicate that now, so let's layer down again here. Get that pin out. That pin looks good. It's a little rusty, but not too bad. Oh man. That really doesn't look too bad in the cylinder, so that's good. Yeah, we're losing it all right there. Oh, that is really gonna suck. Because get her to stay up here. Stay. I don't know if you can see, but these things are like a. How the frick am I going to get that out of there? Never mind getting another one made and put back in. Holy John Deere, you guys are suck. I think actually what I did once was welded the pin in there. And it actually broke that weld off again. I think I've looked at doing this before. So that there is where we're losing all our... Sorry, you can't see. That's where we're losing all our... Getting all our play from. Oh man, how the frick am I supposed to get in there? I think that they welded this in before they put it together. Wow. That's gonna really suck. Boy, oh boy. And the thing is, these have to be exactly the same, or she'll not be the same when you turn it and adjust it and stuff. That's gonna fall, isn't it? Might be alright there. If I don't mess with it. It's got to be exactly the same. Wow. Now, I don't even know how I get in there to cut that out. Honestly, I have no idea. You can't obviously get in there with a grinder. My plasma cutter would not fit in there. It would just destroy the rest of it. Wow, this sucks. I don't really think there's much I can do with it. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's better now there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot I can really do with this thing. It's definitely got elongated holes on it though. Let's show you here. See how elongated the holes are on the front there? Yeah. Now the only thing I can maybe possibly do to make it go a little longer, except it's probably going to be a real pain in the butt, is weld a little bit of stuff into there and smooth it out again. Hang on a second. Now that's probably going to be a lot of handy work with files, because I'd like to get in here with this and then just, but once you weld too much in there, you won't get this guy in there to clean it off. This is what they call a burr tool, and it's got a lot of really sharpy edges on it. This one's getting kind of wore out, but that will tear. Man, there's a couple of bad teeth there. It'll tear metal like crazy, this thing. But if I can get in there, because I think it's about the same size, it's pretty much exactly the same size as our pin here. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna kind of suck. I don't even know if I can even really get in there with the welding thing. My welding gun. Oh man, it wouldn't be sufficient enough, anyways, because you got to kind of get up and around the corner. There's no way I could weld straight down, and I could get a bit here. I don't think it's gonna work. Let me just grab the welding gun here. Well, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. It'd be better if I was doing just the flux core wire, because I'd have a lot smaller end in here. But with the gas, you got this big nozzle. See, the trouble with this stuff, it's not very hard, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not hardened. Well, crap. See, I could get. I have to be really careful I didn't just blow right through that stuff. Just need a little bit. Oh, man. Well, it's either I try to fix it or I order a new piece. And you probably can't just get this piece, you probably got to get the other piece too, and that's probably like $1,000 friggin' knowing John Deere. Boy, that sucks. I just can't get in there with anything to do that properly. So, plus if I'm going to weld it, I'd have to get in here and clean at it with a file, which I could probably do that. I think I could do that all right. This thing would just, this actually isn't the normal pin either. I can replace this too. That's really wore out. Wow. And the only other thing I could do is just weld this pin in solid. Get that cylinder back in, so you know, rotates on here. Weld her in. That's, I don't know, maybe but the only option, because I could get down in here maybe and or something. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, 'cause that's definitely got, that's where all our flops coming from right out of that. As far as I know. Quite a little bit in that thing too. That'll be like a harder kind of a substance, I would think. Oh, what what to do, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna break. Like, it's got a long way to go until this will actually break here, but I don't know what to say. Whoa. Watch your fingers. Oh man, I'm just like, what to do? So you can't put anything in here to beef it out. I wonder if I got like a nut and actually bypassed using these and welded nuts, because I got my pin's long enough, could weld a couple of nuts on the top here. I don't know if I'd have a nut that would be, you know, that kind of close. I'll have to go look here. Well, the closest I got is this 5/8 bolt, but it's still pretty floppy, and these things really aren't that hard, so I don't think it would be long until it mushed down the threads in there after the, you know, going back and forth all the time. It would then it'd be right back in the same boat with a huge mess to try to get out of there now. So, oh man. Well, crap. And I think I had looked at this before, and I can't remember exactly how I did it now, but I think I don't know, I can't remember. Because that was definitely put in after. I think this part was made first, and then they bend this thing around and then welded that on. I really don't want to have to take this whole entire piece apart just to do that. I mean, I could. You could grind out the welds here and here, and probably up top, which is really grimy now. But then they've got her welded inside there too, so you're pretty much screwed, really. Well, doesn't that just suck? Well, I don't know. I really don't want to have to tear this whole entire thing apart just to fix that, because that is kind of silly. Plus, up at the front here, I don't. Oh man, and I've changed this thing a little bit myself too to make it a little more awesome, eh? I put a fitting in up there. I mean, you could do that again easy. Now this thing is also quite floppy on the front here too, so maybe she's just due. I also welded these on too to give me a little bit more height, or higher lower. And that's for the pickup, so it picks up the whole thing. Now if I put it to these higher holes here, which you can't see, if I put it to the higher holes here, it'll actually push down and give you a bit more push down power, right? But I mean, really, I don't really generally need that too much. Oh man. Well, you know what, I'm just gonna maybe do a price, get a price on it. Like these, fortunately these things are wearing out a bit too here, which it's not so bad there. They're quick attaching, like I can weld stuff back in there, whatever, and then smooth it out, and then it'd be good. But basically you go up to your broom, and then the two pins hook there, and then you lift it up, and then your two bottom ones lock in. That's their quick attach. So I don't know, I'm gonna maybe give him an email and ask him how much for this piece, if it just comes with this piece. Okay, I fired off an email to him there just to get an idea how much I'm looking at here. I bet you these whole, I bet you this is about $800, $700-800. This piece is probably another, I don't know, could be $1,200 sitting here just for this stupid thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, lots of fun, eh? Lots of fun. Now if I had a, you know, like a, what do they call it, bending brake or something, I could have probably remade this whole entire thing. Really, there's not really that much to it. There's just basically these outside pieces that kind of hold, they're welded inside too, to hold this top piece, which it looks like, yeah, this is welded, this tube on here. Three welds all the way across. There's one here, one here, one here, and then underneath too. And that's the big pin that goes through that holds it to the other bracket. Too many brackets, too confusing. So that's that. That would probably come off pretty good. I could probably get a new piece of tube if I had to. Like, I'm thinking of just totally rebuilding this whole thing. But I'd have to do a lot of cutting and cutting and grinding just to get the stupid thing apart, to get these stupid things out. Like, that's... I like John Deere when they're quick attach stuff, but when you gotta fix it, it's kind of stupid. All that just to get these things fixed, because I can't get in there. Like, how dumb is that? Like, it's just bad. But anyways, what can we do? And this this top piece here looks thinner than this bottom piece, so that's interesting. They didn't do super huge major welds on it, so I should be able to get it apart again, which would be alright. The only other thing I'm thinking is, that still wouldn't get me in there. Holy crap. I'm thinking of just cutting this out. You know, it's going to make this corner a little weaker, yeah. But then I could get in there and cut those pieces out and redo those. But I don't know. It's going to be a pile of work either way, I think. Holy cow, like... What can we do? So, what can we do? Boy, I don't know. Really don't want to have to get into like rebuilding the whole entire V8 just to get stupid brackets fixed here. Like, this is crazy. A little extreme, I know. They're rebuilding the V8 for 2 little brackets, if you know what I mean, but that seems to be the way it seems to be. And this thing, I think because of this thing is wore out, has got a little bent there, and it might not be sealing at all now. Which really sucks. Now this thing, I don't know if it's exactly this one. You could do a manual lock where you'd have to pull the pin out of here, turn it, and then lock the pin back in. And because for the snowblower you don't need this thing, right? You don't use that. The snowblower stays straight. Whereas for the brush, it's kind of nice to have it pivot, because you pretty much have to have it pivot. Well, crap. I don't know what to do. I'll just wait until I hear back from my guest there, and we'll see what else we can do. Because I don't know whether I want to get into this. If I'm going to do it, I'm just going to rebuild a whole brand new one. I think I should be able to do that. I would just have to get all these old welds back off, because I'd have to see. I don't even know what would be the best way to jump at that. Sure, lots of grime on it though. Holy cow! see now, well, from what I can remember too, this big pin in here before was a big bolt that had a big nut in the bottom. I think I took that all apart and tried to figure out why it was so sloppy. But I think this one from brand new was like that, so that doesn't actually seize up. But I'm like, well, why wouldn't there be a grease fitting on it? So I went and put a grease fitting on the front of it, so you could pump it full, you know, so it's not going to seize up. And that pin's still moving good, so that must mean it's working. Man, anyways, I'll wait to hear from him here, I guess. I don't know. This is going to be a pain in the arse. I think it might be easier just to frickin' buy the new part and throw maybe even both of these, throw the new two parts together and away we go again. I think that's the way it's going to maybe end up going. I know you guys like watching fab vids, but honestly, if I got to record a video of this for you guys for rebuilding this whole entire thing, holy cow. That'd either be one really long video or it's going to be like a week of videos, because I can only do like so many minutes of a video of a day, right? So I can't really go kind of too crazy with it. But because I would say probably doing all this new again, that would probably give me about, I bet you there's 6-7 hours of messing around on this thing, maybe even a little more. Kind of hard to say. The bottom plate here, I probably would have to reuse it again. I could redo this one and then re-weld on that one, but I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I just don't think I want to get into that. That just sounds like a lot of messing around. Alright, we got a couple emails back here for these parts, and he was telling me this part here, which is called, actually, that's number 30, it's called frame. He mentioned pivot frame, which I guess that makes sense. So you can see this whole assembly picture thing here. So that piece alone, if I was to buy it like that, $422.95. Now, he didn't actually quote me this piece, this other big piece here, which is, it's probably still fine. Actually, it is still fine, but he sent me back another email, if I can find the right one here. If I get everything, so I get this piece, I get this piece, actually it's everything that is in, too many emails. It's everything hang on, I'm going to get you down here. It's everything that is in this picture, he says. So we get the lift bracket, we get this front mount part bracket, we get two lines, a couple other hose dewies, it looks like that hose ring dewey on the side. There's another one there. You get a new pin, this new bracket here, which is a bearing housing. I'll show you that. And this bracket, now, those I've already done myself and replaced and made them way stronger, because I was using that snowplow, but technically I don't use that little snowplow we built for this anymore because it was too hard on this system. So that's why I built these wicked heavy duty plates on here and bolted them on, but I probably will keep this like this. This one back here does get wore on these pins and stuff here really bad. There used to be another set of pins up here that wore really bad too. This pin here this bracket gets wore in here really bad too, so but anyways, that I would probably keep the same if I go this route, because going with this route gets you this whole entire kit for like $1,100. So I think that's the way to go. He mentioned in another email here, let me just put you back up here for a second. He He mentioned in another email here that it is if I get the whole kit, everything, it's $219 more than just buying these two pieces. So you get a new cylinder, you get new hoses, you get, you know, all that stuff, which this cylinder I think is still fine. It's actually not leaking out the cylinder, so that's all good. But what else? Everything would be new here, which, you know, it was not a bad idea because this stuff is, I'm trying to think, 7, 8, 9, going almost to 10 years old when I'm still running here. So really that's pretty good, and I think from me putting grease fittings and things has really helped a lot, for sure. But I think that's what I'm going to do, is get this whole entire thing. I mean, yeah, I could spend 6-8 hours tearing this thing apart, you know, to make her good again, make these pins again, which, yes, I'm granted some of this wear on these where this thing goes through is probably due to that snowplow, because, as I know, pin goes through here 98% of the time plowing. So the tractor's here, I'm plowing with the plow this way, so it's pulling really hard and smashing the pin and pulling that cylinder forwards, which is elongating these holes on this thing. So now I'm not using that snowplow blade because I wrecked this thing and I had to fix this thing like 10 times to make it work again. We're not going to have that kind of wear again like that. So that's definitely what's happened and why it's done that, because of this, the thinner metal. Like if these were thicker, maybe out to here, it probably wouldn't have done this as much. But look at the pullage there, right? So every time I'd hit a hard piece of snow or something, it would and pull that cylinder, and you know, every time, you know. So that's what's wore that out a lot. So I think we're gonna replace everything. And like I say, I'll probably keep using this cylinder until it pops or whatever, starts to leak, and then I'll have a spare one in from that kit. Because this actually did break. This cylinder did break. That's why I changed the end. It used to have an end like this. Hang on. It used to have a small end. Hang on, I'll get you down here again. It used to have a small end like this on the end here, and it actually popped, I think it was. It actually split open and the thing just completely blew off. That's when I was plowing with her that one day, and it really wrecked it. I'm surprised I didn't bend this rod on the cylinder. Holy cow. But yeah, I think there was other things in here that I ground off too, which I'm gonna probably do that. Well, I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna use this cylinder again, but I don't know. Like this works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. It turns a little more to the right, which I kind of like, because I don't hardly ever turn it really to the left much. But I think that's why now I've got this fitting. I ordered this too from them, because I think that's actually something's bent there and it's leaking out of here. I think maybe now. I think the hose is fine. But I ordered actually this one, and then a little washer in there. So we'll replace all those two into this cylinder, and then she should be good. It'll be all tight again and ready to rock. But I guess for now, until we get her in, I'm gonna have to put this all back together, because I'm gonna need this thing. It looks like there's snow covered on the road out there, and holy crap, it's crazy. It's winter time, so this is not a good time of year to be doing this. But I didn't kind of really know this thing was that bad through the last summer. I might have done it then, but anyways, I guess we'll just reinstall her today and carry back on. So what are we going to do here? We're going to have to, I'll put you back up here for a second, I guess. What are we going to do here? Okay, so we got to put this guy back together. That one can go through this way and then put a pin on the other side. That's just a pin from Printless Auto. That's what these are meant for, actually, is for cylinder stuff like that. So, okay, so we gotta get that. Back of wire. And that can go back down through the wire. Okay, now I'm all grimy again. Man, I just got all clean, eating my lunch, and now I'm all grimy. Okay, hopefully I got some really killer cotter pins here. Let me go look. Okay, I don't think my cotter pins are as heavy industrially doodly as that one was. Maybe not. Okay, let's get this up on the side here. This pin needs to come out a little more. Now I could probably flip this around, this pin here, and use one of those hairpin clip things. But I think I'm just going to do this. That should hold her in there. I don't think that's going to come out of that. And this one needs a good one too. I need to find myself a good kit of these things, maybe. There. That'll keep her from flopping out, I'd say. Alright, so those are good. Those are pinned back together. I think while I got her up here, I'm just going to grab my air line and my grease gun. Juicer. Give her some more grease gun juice. There. This one's a little tricky to get to. That's good. All greased now. Okay. Even comes with these new pins, a whole kit. She's a whole lift kit, I guess they call it. Yeah, that makes a big, big difference putting the grease fittings in. I'll have to do that to the new one. And we should be good. Okay, let's take her to the back, I guess, and we'll try to thread this stupid pin back in here. It sucks. I remember doing it and it really sucked. So yeah, let's get to the back. Okay, I don't know if you guys are going to be in a good spot there or not, but this part usually really sucks because this thing's kind of hard to explain. It's just really awkward, I guess you'd call it, to get her back in and lined up and everything. But anyways, we'll try our best here. Actually, there was a different way I think I did this last time. I think I actually hooked on the cylinder. So you can see that play there. That's the play back in these plates here now. But that's not too bad yet. I've seen a lot worse than that before, and I've had to replace plates before. I think that was on the 4110 we had. It was really bad. So this isn't much better because you still got to get this thing up somehow here. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work too well. Might just try doing it this way. got her, I think. Oh my goodness, I did. Holy crap, I just don't believe that. Okay, let's just pin her. Pin her while we got her. Okay. Now, right now, we're just going to grab a greaser. And we're going to grease her all up. And that'll do her. See her squirting out. So. Okay. So now we need to hook up this thing. Shouldn't be too bad, but you know, if I hook it to the first set of pins here, I guess you can see that. So if I hook it to this first set of pins here, it will lower further, but it won't come up as high. I kind of like the lower one because then I can lift it up higher. And then it just kind of rests. I always put it in float mode anyways, so that pin's actually got a little bend in it. That needs to be a bigger pin. Oh man, I thought I had saved a... Hang on a sec. Okay, I got a resurrected pin here. I'm just going to use him. That's all it needs. And this thing, I imagine, is probably still going to leak. I should fire it up here just to see what's actually going on. Seems like a silly place to have the port come out of the cylinder here. It should be more of this, like a 90 out of the side, but maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of room. But anyways, let's just fire it up here. I'll have to put you over to the other side here because you'll get exhausted, literally. Oh, you know what? That wasn't a cotter pin in that thing. That was a silly ring. Oh well, she's got a cotter now. That's alright. I think cotter feel better with a cotter there anyway, so. Okay, so let's fire it up. And we'll just see if this is all going to work. I'm just going to open the door a bit. Okay, fire it up. Fire it up. Okay, so I guess we got to hook on some hoses too if we want it to work. That sort of makes sense. So now if I can remember which one was where. There's a some tools. Okay, so if I maybe put this line down a little bit. I got an extra little bit of room here. That might be better now. Something like that, maybe. These things actually should have, sorry, looking at the ground. These lines should have some hose wrap around them, even especially going around, you know, because they're all rubbing on here and stuff. And I think this one I've actually already placed once. I think the rest of them are still originals, but, you know, it's not super well routed, really. I don't know what you would do differently, but there must be some better way. Okay, let's see now if that is any better for our turn. Not really a whole lot better, is it? Still hit there a bit. And you guys just got all diesel smokied when I started there. I forgot. Sorry. Boy. Maybe if I go up a little higher with it. Like about there, maybe. Okay, let's back you up now so we don't get so smoky. That's crazy. It's probably because it's all so worn out, eh? I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I think I'm going to go back down a little bit with it. Yeah, that's not too good. So what I might have to do is cut a little notch piece out of this corner so it has a little bit extra room to, you know, maneuver itself there. Because really it needs maybe the 90 and then another 45 and then maybe an up. I don't know, that would probably help it anyways, but I don't know, whatever. One of these times I'll be using it, I'll just go but anyways, I guess we'll hook the sweeper back up here because it looks like I'm probably going to need her in the next few days, so let's get her hooked back up. Okay, so what we got to do here, we actually need to, start it back up. Put the thing right down. Okay. This is the tricky part because you got to get your drive shaft, which is good and looey too. Drop it over the lifter there before you get the thing lined up, or you'll have the drive shaft down below. And there's that. Okay. And both pins are good out still. We'll slide the drive shaft on here. That's good. Now we'll lift her up, and the thing never locks itself. It's supposed to, but it never does. Do a lift from the front. There. Now we're locked up. 2, which is way over here under this cover here. And for this thing, we're going to employ our little 3/8 impact gun with a 10mm, I do believe, socket. Knock all the stuff off. And leave that until last. My little adjustment screw is bent again, I see. So that's awesome. And I do remember this sucked taking this thing off of here, because this little pin here is part of the adjuster. Yeah. So she's a little dry-ish. It's not bone dry, but it's dry enough that it needs a good spray. And yeah, that's your adjuster thing. Geez, I wonder if I should get him to order me one of those too. I think I might, because that gets a lot of wear. The thing's always going over that. It's got this thing here to keep the chain from jumping off. I don't know about it. It's probably still good, but this thing has always got tension on it. And it's, well, it's not too bad yet. If you keep her lubed up, it's better, but maybe I'll get him to order me a part there too. But I'm gonna get some spray and just spray the crap out of that. Okay, so that chain probably should come off and get cleaned, but it's not too bad. It's getting kind of wary too, I can sort of tell already. New chains, if you get that length, say it only bends hardly at all. This one's probably, I've seen them, well, they'll pretty much bend right around on themselves. But for now, I'm just going to lube her good here. And yes, this is chain lube. It'd be nice to get her actually spinning, which I could just unhook that drive shaft again and then spin this thing. Maybe I will. Very thick, this stuff though, but I guess that's a good thing, maybe, I don't know. Alright, that ought to do that. So I gotta kind of put this all back together now. Put my Dewey back on here. And this, remember, this does suck, because it's, you gotta get everything all lined up. And if I remember right, I really don't want to have to unadjust everything here, but holy crap, I might have just got her. Maybe not. Probably not. See, that's got to sit in there like that. And that's how you adjust your chain. The more you screw that screw in, the more it pushes up on the chain and tightens it against the deweys there, right? Whereas I really don't want to have to loosen that off, because I liked where it was sitting. But would just stay up like that. If I could just get this in here like this, underneath first, and then get this little pin lined up, which is not going to happen. So I'm going to have to unloosen this. That sucks. Okay, so that's right on loose now. I didn't actually undo the first lock washer, or lock nut, sorry. So hopefully it'll just kind of find where it wants to be. Come on, you rat. Why are you being a turd? There, I think that's it. And get a bolt started in here. I'll be happy. Yes, I know this pin is bent. I don't really want to straighten it because it's probably going to break. Okay. Should be alright. That's the sound of the drive shaft. You can hear there. Now, I know I put some more bolts down here. I must have... What the heck did I do with them? Huh. I somehow must have walked into them. I don't know why, because they're underneath the track of the excavator here. So that's weird. But I found them all. Found them all. Okay, so that's good. We'll just get our wrench and do our final adjustment to that. And you can really hear that thing rattling a lot and flopping around when it's too loose. Okay, I gotta go about there. Tighten up the jammer a little bit. I guess I didn't need a bolt quite this long, so I might have to remake that. That should be good. Okay, let's hook her back on here. And I'll lower it down a little bit. I just want to hear it run. Make sure it's okay. Sounds pretty good. I hear a little bit of chain noise in there. So with that thing being bent, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it much tighter anyways unless I put a new bolt in. Alright. That'll work, I'm happy. Okay, so things are about good here now, I guess. I'm ready to sweep if I need to sweep, which I really, really hope I don't have to sweep tomorrow because it's supposed to be like minus 23 or 4-ish and something like that around out here. And like, no, you don't need to snow. Because, pardon me, right now it is staying at a steady, whoop, whoop, whoop. It is staying at a steady, when it fires up here, hang on a sec. -8, so it's not too bad. So I probably should even just run around now and just kind of things up a little bit, see how windy it is out there. I don't know, maybe I'll run around before I head her out today. But anyways, I am going to do a couple of things for when we get to our 100,000 subscriber place area, which isn't too much further apparently. Let me load that up, because I can't remember myself. I think it was 99,810 this morning. Hang on, I'll get that loaded up here. Got a couple of things planned, but I'm still not solidly concrete on really yet what But right now I'm just kind of messing with setting up some live show stuff. So if you ever wanted to see what camera I'm using, I don't know if I can show you it too well or not. That is the Sony HD. Can't probably see the number on it. It's an HD RPJ540. What we're shooting with here. So anyways, we're sitting right now at 99,881. Wow. Wait a minute. When I left the house from lunch, which is an hour and a half-ish ago, it was 99,810. Well, this is going a little faster than I kind of expected, maybe. So that's awesome. Yeah. And currently sitting at 64,064,135 views. Channel views. Video views, sorry. So that's awesome. Yeah. But anyways, I'm just kind of working on doing some live show stuff. So we might do a live show, possibly. Probably down here at the garage for, you know, like a live show special. So watch the delay. Ready? A little bit of a delay there. But I'm using the webcam in this thing right now, which is right there. See? You can see yourself. See? See yourself? That's what I'm using right now, and I got a better webcam at the house. It's a Logitech externally one that's on like a thing, you know, and I think I might use that instead of this one. This is not a super really good camera in this thing, but I'll have to bring her down here and try her. Of course, I forgot to bring her down today, and I grease all over my camera. Yeah, but we're going to maybe do a live show, and possibly, if we can swing it, have a special guest up for it. And I've already spoke to the special guest, and he says, I'm all in for that! So that's awesome, buddy. I won't tell you who the special guest is yet, though. What else? Yeah, so I got one thing I want to do that I can think of right now for at the live show, when we're at the live show. And I'll give you a little hint on that. I don't want to keep you guys right in the dark of what's going to maybe be going on here, but the one hint is here. It's going to be something to do with this microwave. You guys will have to wait and see, though. I'm not going to tell you anything more because that's not right. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to go out and do some sweeping. Let's just know what we can do now. Whoa. We can... I'll shut that, keep the heat in. We can actually walk out here now and see what the frick is going on out here. Yeah, it might benefit from a little bit of a sweep. So this is the time of the day now. If I don't do it, it'll be starting to freeze up again because the sun's out now on it, but the sun's starting to go around the other side. Yeah, so I'm going to go do a bit of sweeping. I see I'm almost about out of battery here, so I better rock, and we'll catch you guys later on. And thanks for watching, and I'll let you know again when we're getting closer to this live show. It's probably going to be on a Sunday, so you guys can all be ready and sit, and, you know, if you want to watch, you can be joining in on it. And should be awesome. But we'll probably set up a little dewy something in the back here, you know, as in our live show, for our live show. So special guest, though, could be coming, will be coming if we do it. But anyways, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Battery is flashing. I'd rather get rocking. And I'm going to suit up and do some snow, and then we'll catch you later. And yeah, have a good day. Thanks for watching. And don't let the outro scare you. Remember, here it comes. Can't even see the highway. It's so frickin' bad out there. Holy crap. Yeah, to heck with that. I can hardly see back there. It doesn't look like much here, but when you're driving into her, yeah, no. I did one swipe when I left here. Went around once, and I did one swipe when I come back. The first swipe, you can't even see it. Now it's gone, so... Oh well, I'll have to wait till she's done, I guess. Holy crap.